Hey guys, how are you? Are you looking for new MMOs to play? Then you've come to the right place. So, without wasting any time, let's start the list with ArcheAge Chronicles, an upcoming third-person action MMORPG set in the vibrant and vast world of Aurora. Developed by XL Games and published by Cacao Games, the game promises an immersive experience for veteran and novice players alike, with a rich story and an enhanced combat system. The combat in ArcheAge Chronicles stands out for its fluidity and strategic depth. Players can choose from a variety of weapons and skills to create custom builds, combining melee attacks, ranged attacks, and powerful magic. The combat system allows for evasive movements like jumps, falls, rolls, and dodges, adding an extra level of dynamism and requiring strategy to overcome powerful enemies. In addition to combat, the game offers a robust life skills system. Players can hunt, gather resources, farm, build houses, and craft items, promoting a dynamic economy and interaction between players. House construction now focuses on dedicated residential zones, allowing players to express their creativity and build vibrant communities. This represents a shift from the open-world model of previous games in the franchise. Chrono Odyssey is an upcoming action MMORPG that promises an immersive and innovative experience. Developed with Unreal Engine 5, the game features stunning graphics and a vast, detailed open world, allowing unrestricted exploration in various biomes, including plains, snowy lands, and swamps. The combat system is based on time manipulation, adding a unique strategic layer to the gameplay. The game also offers an extensive customization system, allowing players to create unique characters and adapt their playstyle. The world of Chrono Odyssey is designed to be explored freely, without loading screens between areas. Players can collect resources such as wood, ores, and skins to create valuable equipment and items. In addition to exploration, the game will include challenging dungeons and raids for solo or group players, with attractive rewards for those who manage to overcome them. The dynamic weather, day and night cycles, and even temporal rifts that alter the landscape promise a constantly renewed experience. Ashfall is a third-person shooter MMORPG set in a post-apocalyptic world where an artificial intelligence unleashed a nuclear war against humanity. The game takes place in a devastated world, inspired by Eastern cultures, where players must survive and seek the key to saving the world. The game will be released for PC and will feature a single-player mode and online cooperative and PvP game options. Ashfall's gameplay involves exploring a vast open world, including abandoned cities, deserts, and battlefields. Players will encounter various types of mutant creatures and will have access to an arsenal of futuristic weapons. The combat system offers 9 distinct shooting styles, each with a unique combination of talents, equipment, and shooting mechanics. In addition, there is a system of personal bases and a system of companions to assist on the journey. The game also features a rich and engaging storyline with unique challenges for individual players and groups. Social interaction is encouraged with the possibility of forming guilds and facing other players in PvP zones.
Our resting place.
Perfect New World is an open-world action MMORPG developed by Ironcore Game Studio in partnership with Perfect World Games, scheduled for release in 2025. Inspired by the classic Perfect World from 2005, the game is not a direct sequel, but a new approach with an Oriental fantasy theme, where players take on the role of a soul tamer in search of the Prime Reincarnated. The game promises an immersive experience without loading screens, with a vast continent to explore, including dynamic combat, character customization, and support for cooperative and competitive gameplay, PvE and PvP. Available for PC and consoles, with a mobile version in development, the game uses Unreal Engine 4 and promises high-quality graphics, standing out for the absence of loading screens and an omnidirectional flight system. The gameplay focuses on an action-based combat system, with distinct classes such as Galeblade, Berserker, Dragon Spear, and Mystic Sword, each with unique talent trees and customizable combos, allowing for varied fighting styles. Players can choose between 3 races: elves, mythics, and humans, with facial customization options, although body customization is limited compared to the original Perfect World. Eternal Tombs is an MMORPG that promises to redefine the genre experience with a classic touch and innovative elements. Developed by Triune Studios, the game stands out for being an MMORPG driven by live Tomb Masters. These Tomb Masters are team members who actively shape the player experience, running events, altering the world in real time, and ensuring that each session is unique. This creates a dynamic and unpredictable environment, far from the predefined routines of many other games in the genre. The game features a persistent open world where players can leave their mark in various ways. In addition to exploring a vast world with over 30 distinct zones, including varied biomes, dungeons, secrets, and hidden passages, players can open their own stores, participate in wars, defend castles from sieges, and engage in military operations. Eternal Tombs also promises an immersive experience with a minimalist user interface and no floating damage counters, focusing on exploration and action combat.
All adventurers to carry out attacks on enemy strongholds. As you carry out an operation, your group will face waves of attacking troops, and you'll be asked to survive while trying to discover hidden secrets and mysteries to help you gain further access into the strongholds. Succeeding in taking out enemy strongholds will result in great rewards. Eternal Tombs has a vast amount of secrets and facets to explore.
Hey, nice job, everybody.
Now I talk shit.
World first.
Drakantos is a promising MMORPG developed by a Brazilian studio, Winjin Game Studios. The game has been gaining attention for its nostalgic pixel art aesthetic, reminiscent of classic RPGs combined with modern game mechanics and fast-paced, dynamic action combat. Drakantos' gameplay stands out for offering more than 20 unique playable heroes, each with their own skills and combat styles, ensuring a diverse experience for players. The game allows both solo and group exploration, with a robust focus on PvE and PvP content. Recently, details were revealed about the expansion of the world, which would initially be more focused on Dungeon Crawler, to include a vast open world full of immersive missions, hidden treasures, and secret locations to discover. Among the main features of Drakantos, the in-depth customization of heroes stands out, going beyond skins to include dyes and different pieces of armor, allowing each player to create a truly unique look.
I have many stories to tell. Would you like to hear one? Oh, brave! What's this? Help me! Gather around to hear my music. Words can hurt too. Crescendo! Thank you. Oh, brave! Crescendo! Yes, I am a cat.
Pioner is a first-person shooter MMORPG developed by GFA Games, scheduled for release in 2025 on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Set on a post-apocalyptic Soviet island, the game combines elements of Stalker, Metro, and Escape from Tarkov, offering an immersive open world with a dark and realistic atmosphere. The story takes place in an alternate reality where players, taking on the role of a former agent, must survive in a hostile environment full of anomalies, mutants, and rival factions. The gameplay is centered on survival and exploration, with deep crafting mechanics and resource management such as hunger and rest, eliminating traditional systems of life bars and levels for greater realism. Pioneer stands out for its ambition to merge elements of MMO, FPS, and survival in a detailed and challenging world. The island features varied landscapes such as swamps with dangerous creatures and abandoned laboratories, as well as anomalies that influence the gameplay and crafting system.
Терплю твою душу, 13... Помогите мне! Ёбнись!
Warborne Above Ashes is an upcoming sci-fi combat MMORPG developed by Pumpkin Studio and published by Kuland Games. The game stands out for its fusion of large-scale battles, in the MOBA style, with the freedom of a traditional RPG, promising a unique experience in the genre. The expected release date is in 2025, and the game will be free to play. The game offers a variety of combat modes and scales, from one-on-one duels to massive 100-on-100 battles. Confrontations can happen anywhere on the map, generating dynamic and unpredictable encounters. Players can opt for quick 5 to 20-minute matches or participate in faction wars that last for weeks, requiring strategy and patience. The absence of mandatory missions or level progression allows players to jump into action quickly. Warborne Above Ashes has no fixed classes. Players can recruit over 40 unique drifters and combine hundreds of equipment and skills to create their own combat style.
Hold the front. Team 2, flank them. Team 3, cut off their supply routes.
This is Team 1, we've arrived. Copy that. Team 3 speaking. We are ready.
Here lies the no man's land, where greed and ambition thrive. Here stands the endless battlefield, where chances and risk arrive. This is the Athos, where a single decision tilts the scales of life and death.
Take this! Burn them all down!
Blade and Soul Heroes, formerly known as Hoyon in the Asian market, is an upcoming free-to-play action MMORPG from NCSoft, scheduled to be released globally in September 2025. Set 3 years before the events of the original Blade and Soul, the title immerses players in the journey of Yusol, as she seeks to rebuild her clan and seek justice against those who destroyed it, exploring various regions in search of her enemy, Yi Chun. The game's great differential lies in its dual combat system, which combines elements of turn-based strategy with real-time action. Players must assemble and develop a team of up to 5 heroes, each with their own skills and stories, totaling more than 40 collectible characters. Progression in the game requires strategic thinking, as each hero plays a fundamental role in facing challenging bosses and powerful opponents, allowing players to switch between combat modes to optimize their tactics and exploit enemy weaknesses. Lionhearts is a feudal simulation, MMORPG developed by Credenzio Studios, scheduled for release on PC. Set during the Third Crusade of the 12th century, the game offers a persistent open world, where servers are integrated into continuous cells, eliminating the need to switch servers. Players can choose between 3 main paths: military, trade, or religion, to rise to power, influencing the game's history through their decisions. With 12 kingdoms controlled by players and 4 military orders, each position of power from lord to king is occupied by real players, creating a dynamic and competitive experience. The game, which uses the Unreal Engine 5 engine, promises impressive graphics and an authentic medieval society, with 16 factions, 14 types of guilds, and more than 60 careers, allowing roles such as knight, blacksmith, bishop, or even king. The gameplay is centered on the player's freedom to shape the game world. Players can control fiefs, collect taxes, build cities, and customize properties such as farms and defenses to strengthen their position and generate income. The economy is realistic, with supply and demand determined by the actions of the players, and each fief is unique, belonging to a specific player. Well, that was the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and see you next time.
And when you fall, and you will, let it not be in vain. Let all remember that you came willingly, that you bore your cross, that you had faith, even when faith was all you had left. What is a crusader, if not a servant who refuses to forget what he fights for the memory of who he was, and the hope of who he might still become? Now is the time to take up your cross, to answer the call, and fulfill your destiny.